The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try. Yes!
Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
First personal foul of the evening.
For those just joining us here, Cedartown basketball in the Big AA. First free throw is up and no good off the front of the rim. Second one about to be made. It's up and good, and Cedartown takes a 1-0 lead. Here come the Rome Lady Wolves. Backs up for a three-pointer on the right side. It's no good off the rim, and rebound goes back to the Lady Wolves. It's number 10, Bowers. And the rebound goes to Cedartown, number 4. Barclay now to Barrow.
That three-point attempt by Griffin was good. Rome jumps out to a 3-1 lead over the Lady Dogs.
Driving, and it's going to be stolen away. Rome Lady Wolves take it over. Number 4 has it for them.
That's
Drives,
Williamson.
and it's going to be out of bounds.
Williamson was driving. Marion Barrow moved over. No foul called. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Lady Dogs. Chance to go down and tie it up.
Haven Barclay and Marion Barrow, returning starters from last year. It's going to be knocked away, out of bounds off of the Lady Wolves. It will stay with Cedartown. 1-0 lead, or 3-1, Gregory, your score, as the Lady Wolves have 3 points. Trying to get across the timeline, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Rome.
That'll be on number 13, Caitlin Maccabee. That is her second already early in this contest. There's 6:57 left to play here in the first period, and Maccabee already with 2 personal fouls.
Barrow has it right on top of the Bulldog logo. Passes left side. Driving in the lane, and they're going to call a travel, I think, yes, on Cedartown. It's going to turn over back to Rome.
That's number 21, Chastity Washington. She's a newcomer as a starter to this varsity girls team. We have a timeout on the floor.
30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Cedartown trails by a score of 3-1, 6:46 to play here in the first period. Back after this.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome. And even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State, Florida.
2076 Rockhorn Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Back to action here. Rome Lady Wolves have it. It's number 2, Winston, knocked away and out of bounds.
Once again, that was Washington coming over to break up that pass. They were trying to get it to the corner to number 21, Bree Griffin, and Washington there was to knock it away, but it'll stay Rome basketball. Substitutions coming in for the Lady Wolves. We'll have to check to see who came in.
Bowers has it top of the key. Guarded by Barclay. Barclay tips it and steals it away.
Man, good defensive play there by the Lady Dogs, and she's fouled on the way down.
That's Bowers was right on her, right down the floor.
They're going to call that one on the floor. She was close to starting the shooting motion. She just had not started it yet. That one's on Ashanti Bowers. That's her first of the night.
Inbounds pass goes in to Cedartown. Back outside Barclay for 3, and it's no good off the glass. Rebound goes to Barrow. Barrow's shot is blocked out of bounds. Rome will knock it away. Cedartown will have an inbounds pass.
You saw some of the inexperience there maybe of Washington. She did not have a good spot or a good position underneath the glass there for the offensive rebound, and it was knocked away momentarily by Rome before Barrow came in to save it.
Barrow will put up a 15-foot jumper. Got it off the glass. And Cedartown ties it.
That's exactly what you expect out of Marion Barrow, Andrew Carter. She's been one of the leaders on this Lady Dogs team in the recent years. With the departure of Ivory Boozer and Mary Sil Brumby, she is probably going to be one of those number one girls that you see on this team all season long.
Winston passes to the right side. They'll try a three-pointer from there. It's no good. Rebound goes to Cedartown's number 21, Chastity Washington. Washington may be a newcomer this year, but she's not a newcomer to Lady Dogs. The Washington name, I should say, is definitely not new. CJ Washington's younger sister.
That foul's called on number 3, Jabria Gooch.
Inbounds pass goes in, and it's going to be ripped away. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession error will go back to Cedartown.
Heads-up play by Haven Barclay. She got a hand on there, was able to tie that one up. Otherwise, that was going to be an easy 2-point layup, more than likely from Ashanti Bowers.
Stolen inbounds pass. Rome takes it underneath, and it's going to be ripped away and recovered, though, by the Lady Wolves. They go underneath. The layup is up and good, and Rome takes a 5-3 lead. That was number 5, Blanchard, with the 2.
Yeah, Bowers was able to feed it to Blanchard to get it up for the easy layup, and the Rome Wolves have recaptured the lead, 5-3.
Barclay passes to Washington, stolen away by Rome. They'll take it down the floor. They'll lay it up, and it's going to be no good. A foul will be called on Washington.
Hard hit on the other end by Williamson. She'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. This will be her first trip to the free throw line, and that's going to be Washington's first foul of the evening. 5:15 remaining here in the first period. Just getting underway at Cedartown High School. The boys' game is to follow.
Williamson's first free throw, no good. Rome with a 5-3 lead here early in the first quarter. One thing we also want to say, there's a 35-second shot clock that's been implemented this year. It's all across GHSA. And the shot clock is right over the goal. That's up and no good, and looks like we got a lane violation on Cedartown. They'll have another chance at the line.
That's one of those mental mistakes that you just can't make. So Williamson was 0 for 2. Now she'll go shoot a third one, and just like that, it's in.
6-3 the score now. Inbounds pass goes to Barclay. Get it back to Barrow. Marion Barrow is double-teamed in the corner. Rolls around. She's got to pass it, and it's going to be ripped away and stolen. Tough defense by Rome, and number 4, Williamson, finishes it off with a basket.
That's her 5th point of the night already. She's got 5 of Rome's 8. We got to get it across the timeline.
Another stolen pass, number 2. Winston puts it up and in. It's 10-3. Cedartown led for a while, but Rome has scored some unanswered points, and we have timeout on the floor. 10-3 your score. We'll take this break here on the Big AA. Right back after this.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Visiting Rome Wolves lead at 10-3 with 4:48 to play here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass goes into Cedartown. Here's Washington. Washington got fouled.
Yo, they're going to say she's traveled.
Oh, wow.
She did the Cupid shuffle after she caught the ball and got called for it. Cedartown's got to do a better job of those passes. We're trying to make some long passes across the court to get it across the timeline, and the problem is Rome's just getting in the middle of those. The girls have got to work back towards the person that's passing the ball, make it a little bit easier to move it across. That's really their problem here in the last probably 45 seconds to a minute that we've run into.
Stingy defense by Rome for sure. They go underneath. Winston back outside. They were wide open. Back to the top of the key for a three-pointer. It's up and no good. Rebound will be taken by Rome. Number 10, Bowers again. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Cedartown. That's Chastity Washington. And Washington slips down to the ground, and they're going to call a foul on Rome. They'll get number 2, Winston, on the foul.
That's Winston's first. There are 2 Winstons on the team. There's Maya Winston, and Jakarta Winston.
Inbounds pass goes into Barclay, now to Barrow. Barrow had it ripped right out of her hands.
Got to beat that press, Andrew.
Winston jumper is no good. Rebound goes to Cedartown. Barrow got the rebound and forces a jump ball to Rome, and it's going to go back to the Wolves. 3:58 to play here in the first quarter. Cedartown trails 10-3 here at CHS. In it goes. Number 20, that's Russell. Russell passes across, and Bowers drives. It's going to be ripped away, but then right back to Rome again. They're out open for a 3. It's no good. Rebound taken by Rome. A putback is no good from the paint, and taken again by Winston. Winston in the paint.
Oh, there you go.
Good, and the foul.
But I tell you what, Anna Kate Bussey showed a little bit of enthusiasm there on that coverage, I should say. She committed that foul. Winston will go to the free throw line, try to make it a 3-point play. It's 12 to 3. We've got subs coming in. Cedartown will sub in Asia Ware. Rome will sub in number 24, who is Mariah Griffin. There are also 2 Griffins on the team for Rome. Asia, of course, played for the Lady Dogs last year. So did Anna Kate Bussey. So those are a couple of your returners.
Free throws up and good.
They got to make an impact on a game like this.
And again, the press is killing us. And another stolen pass on the press. It's up and in from number 21. And that is Griffin. Yeah, 15 to 3, and another pass that's lost out of bounds. And again, the press is killing us.
Yeah, we just threw that one away. Washington was trying to get it to Anna Kate Bussey, but it was too hot to handle. Out of bounds turned over to Rome. Rome is really pressing and playing aggressive defense, and the Lady Dogs are just not able to keep up with it.
Back to the outside. Driving. Jumper is up and no good from Bowers off the front of the rim. Rebound will be taken by Cedartown. Trying to break that press. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bowers. And Cedartown will have possession here.
Anna Kate Bussey got it in the far corner, was trying to get it over to Haven Barclay when it was knocked away. But it'll stay with Lady Dogs as they inbound it.
And it goes into number 3 for Cedartown. That's Peyton Binion, and it's going to be a foul called, I think.
Yeah, they're going to get Bowers. That's her second.
Sam, Rome is playing this man coverage defense, and they're able to keep up with us like flies on fly paper.
Yeah, they're playing a really, really tough defense at this point, and they're also, as well as the man defense, they're playing that full court press already. Cedartown in a 1-on-1 situation, so Peyton Binion will go to the free throw line.
Up and no good. Rebound by Rome. Unable to take advantage of those shots there. Bowers all the way in the lane, up and good. 17 to 3, Rome on top. And it goes to Binion. And we got a timeout called by Cedartown. 60-second timeout, we'll take it with them. Cedartown trails 17 to 3 with 2:59 to go in the first quarter.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown will have the inbounds pass after the timeout. 17-3, 2:59 to play in the first.
Andrew, I believe if we can break this press that Rome continues to have on us, a full court press, even though they're up 17-3, I think we could have some success on the other end of the court. We just got to get the ball over there.
Yeah, and that one knocked out of bounds by Rome. Rome is one of the best girls basketball teams in the state in their classification. They've made the playoffs and gone deep into the playoffs for a lot of these years, and Rome is showing it why they are right now. A lob pass in there, bounce, and Binion got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. And who touched it last? They haven't made the signal. Now they'll give it to Rome.
That was a tough one. Because we had finally made it across the timeline, but it's going to result in a turnover, and Rome's going to get it back with just under 3 minutes to play here in this first period, already up by 14.
Here come the Wolves. Bowers passes underneath, and the jumper is up good from the left side.
We didn't rotate in and cut off that angle right there that she had on the baseline. Didn't put up much of a fight there.
And that one's going to be forced out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Rome. Cedartown lost the inbounds pass. Things just not going the Lady Dogs' way here against a very good Rome team. Rome has the experience. Cedartown has a lot of new faces out there. And it goes to 24. My phone is frozen up, so there's the jumper from the free throw line. No good. They get it back in the paint. Rome trying to find something, and we got a jump ball. Possession error, I believe, will go to Cedartown. Yes.
Lady Dogs get a turnover there thanks to a jump ball, but once again, we've got to get it across the timeline.
And again, they're pressing, and that's forced out of bounds by Rome. Cedartown basketball again.
We're at 2:24 to play, and Andrew, I don't think we've been on the other side of the floor since probably around minute 5.
Yeah, it's been quite a while for that. Rome subbing out some of their personnel.
Yeah, Sadie Williamson checks back in for the Rome Wolves. Also, Zaria Russell checks in.
Maren Barrow will look to throw it in bounds. And she's still looking for somebody open. She just gets it in. It's going to get it down. Binion trying to get a hand on it. Rome gets the stolen pass. Three-pointer try from the right was partially blocked. Cedartown gets the rebound.
She needs help, guys.
And a foul called on Rome.
Asia Ware was able to get the rebound there, but she didn't have any help. She got double-teamed. They were able to get the trap right on the baseline, but it was knocked out of bounds.
It's going to be 1-1.
Oh, yep. They called a foul, so they'll go to the other end of the floor, and we'll shoot at least one.
Again, one of the rules that's kind of new in high school basketball is that the team fouls reset after every quarter, and the 35-second shot clock has now been implemented universally across all the high schools. First one of the 1-1 is good. Cedartown needed that one badly.
Yes, they did. That's our first points since probably about, a minute and a half into the game.
Makes the score 19-4, Rome on top.
Where we'll get set to shoot her second. There's a very interesting shooting stance there, Andrew.
Didn't work that time. It's no good. Rebound taken by Rome. Here come the Lady Wolves. Driving is Bowers, partially blocked out of bounds. Rome will keep possession. Good block there by Asia Ware, as you just mentioned before. She's put herself into the game. And it goes right in there. They're going to try a wide open three. Got it.
And that was number 3, Gooch, with the three-pointer.
22-4. Another stolen inbounds pass. Rome has no mercy. 15-foot jumper, no good off the rim. Lost out of bounds, last touch by Cedartown. He'll stay with the Wolves.
And that's what Coach Wigley is just telling them. He's saying they're watching the pass. They're not going to the pass to meet the pass. You've got to, you know that ball is coming to you. You know that they're getting in there and breaking it up. You got to meet that pass.
Three-pointer try up from Gooch is no good. Rebound by Cedartown, but again, we cannot get around that man coverage. Rome steals it back. Here's that's Gooch rather again, past the top of the key. Number 21, Russell. Minute 30 to go here in the first period. Russell will try a three, and it's no good. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Cedartown.
All right, we got to move it. We got to move it.
We do. We get it down to Asia
There we
Ware.
go.
Past half court in the paint. Tried to get it underneath the Barclay, and it's out of bounds.
We had a 2-on-1. We were actually able to get through the press, and Asia Ware throws it away, trying to get it to Barclay.
Let me tell you something.
Unforced turnover there.
You know, despite the score, folks, we have got a great crowd of kids here today. This whole home side, I guess where we are, is just about completely filled. And it was pretty full when the JV was playing.
Yes, it was, which was a excellent game that came down to the wire. The JV boys were able to knock off
a three-pointer short
by one.
Rebound goes to Lady Wolves. They go outside again, another three-pointer try. That's no good. They're just kind of trying shots. That one, a baseline shot, no good, and we got another jump ball. Possession arrow will be with Rome.
Substitutions coming in for Rome. We've got number 2, Maya Winston, checking back into the game. She's their leading scorer, well, tied to be the leading scorer so far. She's got 5 on the night. Williamson also has 5, and Bree Griffin also has 5.
Inbounds pass wide open from straight away. 3 off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Winston. Winston to the left. Again, a three-pointer try wide open, and it's good. That's from Griffin.
We got to play some better defense, Andrew Carter.
You're right. 25-4. They lead by 19.
There you go. Feed it and hurry.
There goes Ware. Ware now to Bussey. Bussey outside. Barclay for 3. No good. Rebounds taken by Ware, but ripped out of her hands. Another loose ball. Rome, though, takes it over. Here comes Winston. Winston, one person. Feeds underneath. The layup is up and in from Griffin.
They had the 2-on-1 advantage, and Griffin was just camping out on the left side. Winston able to feed it to her for the easy off the glass, too, and that's going to do it for the first period. Lady Dogs trail here in the home opener, season opener, really, for the Lady Dogs. Your score is 27-4. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball right here on the home of the Bulldogs, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back here as we're about to begin second period of play. Cedartown finds themselves down big 27-4 to the visiting Rome Lady Wolves. Rome, a very good basketball team. We knew that coming in. Cedartown looking to build their program pretty much from scratch. They lost a lot of talent over the past couple of years. New head coach over the past couple of years as well. But the team is got several folks back as well, including Haven Barclay, who just got the inbounds pass. And now we got a whistle, and that's going to be a foul called on Cedartown. I believe Barrow got it.
Yeah, that's Merritt's first. You talked about a young team. They are young, and I will give this to them. They're down 23 here in the second period, but they have not given up 1 ounce of fight yet. They are sticking right with these girls as best they can.
Left side, driving, Pass again. The pass was deflected. That got it over to Russell. And Russell now goes to Bowers. Bowers jumper no good. And Cedartown fighting for rebounds. Now they go back outside for a three wide open off the front of the rim. And rebound by Peyton Binion.
All right, push it. You don't have time
to wait. Goes
wait.
ahead. There goes Barclay. Barclay, one-on-one. Barclay takes it underneath, and it's up and no good off the front. Just a little bit too much on that. And wide open is number 2. Winston will lay it up and in all by herself.
I tell you one thing that I like that I feel like that they've changed a little bit, Andrew, as we have a 30-second timeout on the floor, is they're hurrying up with those passes. They're not rushing them and making errant passes, but they're also not sitting back and taking their time. A lot of times when they were losing it down here on this full court press, they were very slow with the passes. They were very slow with coming to the ball. Now we're really starting to move the ball as soon as we can, and that's what we've got to do to beat that full court press and also to contend with that man-on-man defense.
And it's been tough since the opening tip. Rome 29, Cedartown 4 in the varsity girls game. Don't forget the varsity boys will come your way after this one concludes. And bounce pass goes in to number 5 for Cedartown. That is Barclay. Barclay. Here's Bussey. Bussey on the left end. Try to go underneath. Here's Barrow. Barrow with a layup. It's no good. Good-looking layup, but she just didn't have it to go. And all by herself again is up and in Winston.
Yeah, good move on the other end by Barrow. Good pass by Anna Kate Bussey to feed it underneath to her. That was just one of those that just didn't fall for the Lady Dogs.
Haven Barclay, a turnover. And they go ahead. Here's Winston again. Winston got tripped over. They're going to call that, I believe, on Barrow. No, they're going to get number 5, Haven Barclay.
That's Haven's first. Lady Dogs not really in any type of foul trouble. Barrow has one, Barclay has one, Washington with one, as well as Anna Kate Bussey with a single foul.
And it goes to Rome. Right side they go for Winston for a 3. No good. Rebound by Bussey. Bussey now gives to Peyton Binion.
Now push it.
Binion. They're not playing the press anymore. Binion, though, she's
but
trouble.
you picked up your dribble, though.
Sure did. They will call a
They will. She slung she slung an elbow pretty hard into the Rome defender. That was an unfortunate but the right call on the Lady Dogs. But you cannot pick your dribble up in that situation. And as soon as you see that your teammate's been double-teamed, you've got to work back to the ball. You've got to work back to that player, and they didn't get there in time.
Rome on the left side, guarded by Asia Ware. Ware passes, or goes to the right end. It's Winston for a long 2 that she was fouled, but no call. Rebound taken by Ware, and now we got another fight for the ball. A jump ball called. Possession arrow to Rome, I believe. Yes. 6:06 to play. In it goes, number 2 again. Jumper from Winston, no good. Rebound taken by Rome, number 13. That's no good again. But another foul call.
Yeah, they're going to get Asia Ware. She didn't have a good position to guard that baseline, so instead she just threw up her arm. She probably would have been called for a block anyways had she moved her entire body over. But that's one thing also that I'd like to see the Lady Dogs do a little bit better of, is really positioning themselves better in a defensive manner. They're standing off to the side of these girls as Bowers takes her first free throw shot and misses. But use your body.
Yeah.
Use your body to your advantage and put your body in front of them. A hand's not going to do it with a team that's as good as Rome.
Second free throw up, and it's no good. This is a 3-point try. First one made, second one missed. 31-4. Here's attempt number 3. It's up and good. Swish. Haven Barclay gets the inbounds pass. Barclay to Barrow. Barrow passes. That's Ware. Asia Ware. Ware goes to Binion. Binion underneath. Washington lay it up, no good. Good-looking play, but we just couldn't complete it. And again, all by herself is Winston, undefended up and in. 34-4. 30-point lead by Rome.
Winston with 13 points on the night already, and a lot of those have come off of the turnover,
Here
which
goes
is all by
Washington.
herself.
Washington takes it, and she just did not have the accuracy on that basket there. She had a wide open lane. Goes back to Rome as it heads out of bounds. And it goes. It's number 10, Bowers again. Bowers will stop. Now she'll drive. She'll back up. The pass goes to the left end. Number 21, that's Griffin. Griffin does a wheel route to the basket. Jumper in the paint. No good off the front of the rim. She gets her own rebound, and Binion will be called for the foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Peyton for a grab there. She just came around behind her. She put her in what my good friend Tyler Morgan would call the hug. That's Binion's second of the night. That's going to send Bree Griffin to the free throw line. She's already got 5 on the night. We don't need her to get any more.
Let me tell you, though, Peyton Binion is she's tough.
Man, she
tough
is.
as nails. That's up and in there, 35-4, fearless.
Last year, we saw her hit the floor, I can't tell you how many times, it just bounced right back up off of it like nothing ever happened.
With all the injuries we had last year, we had to...
Well, we had to put a new floor in.
Oh, yeah.
Good night. Many times as Peyton Binion bounced off of it.
Second free throw, no good. Cedartown gets the rebound. Barclay, Haven Barclay down the far side. Barclay takes it, goes all the way, backs it up, and Rome with man coverage sticking on us like glue, and they get the turnover.
But, man, I like that hustle by Barclay to just take it down that far side and just push it up the floor.
Russell and a illegal screen called on Rome.
Is that what they call it? Yep.
Yeah, they called a screen.
They did.
Yeah, legal screen on, that's Maccabee.
Yep, that's her third.
Number 13. Inbounds pass goes into Haven Barclay. Barclay will pass, and it's stolen. Oh, man, there goes Winston. Lays it up, and no good, but the putback is up and in.
We got away with one there. Haven Barclay fouled Maccabee, but they won't call it. But Maccabee puts it in for 2. Your score, 37-4. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4:42 remaining in the first half. We'll be right back here on the Big Double A.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Back here at the Doghouse, the loudest gym in Northwest Georgia.
You got that right, Andrew Carter.
And if you don't believe me, come here during a Rockmart game. You won't be able to hear yourself think.
A Rockmart game, a Darlington game.
And I imagine this Rome Cedartown game could get loud too.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Especially later on here. Marin Barrow goes into Haven Barclay as we continue play here in the second quarter. 37-4, Rome on top. Barclay passes, got it to Washington. Washington pump fake. Now she'll stop. She's got a pass. She'll go over the right side. Barclay driving, goes into the hoop, and it's up and in.
Again,
pretty basket.
Haven Barclay pushing the issue, making her presence known. I like the aggressiveness out of her. That's her first of the night. It's 37-6.
Winston drives, goes between 2 defenders, and lays it up and in. Split 2 defenders, 39-6.
And, you know, Andrew, when you've got a game like this where you're down, 33 points in the first half, overall, you're not going to have a lot of positives. So you got to take a look at little things like that Haven did where she drove the ball and was aggressive. Take that as a win.
Washington goes to Ware. Ware dribbles, now to Barclay. Barclay on the right side, now goes back to Washington. Chastity drives, and she got tripped over, and the ball's loose. Rome has it on the floor. Should have been a travel, I thought. They didn't call it, though. They go ahead wide open, and it's up and in from number 10, Bowers. 41-6. Here comes Barclay. Barclay, a star on the softball team, a great basketball player as well. Chastity Washington, also a Lady Dog softball player. Peyton Binion now has the pass from Washington. She'll try a long 3. It's no good, short off the glass. Rebound taken by Rome, number 13, Maccabee. Maccabee feeds it to Winston, up and in off the glass, 43-6.
Yeah, Binion tried to get in there and disrupt that, but all Winston had to do is just take a little rock back, wait for Binion to pass, and then lay it in easily off the glass.
Haven Barclay does a drive to the basket, goes toward 3 defenders and gets fouled.
Hey, but why not? There's 3 ladies there standing right there in the lane. Drive to it and see if one of them will slap you.
I think they got
21 Bree Griffin on that one.
Sure did.
That one's her first.
Rome's going to sub out 5 fresh players. They've got that luxury. a host of new players.
So they're going to say that Haven had not started the shooting process yet, so this is going to be a foul on the floor. Chastity Washington will inbound it for the Lady Dogs.
And they go into Barrow. Barrow up and no good. She got fouled.
And, man, you've got to take that one strong and straight up, just like Marion Barrow did there. Inbound pass was right to her. She had 2 Rome Wolves just hanging on each shoulder. Take that hard up to the basket, draw that foul, and get you a free 2.
44-6, Cedartown trails. First free throw from Barrow, no good. Too strong off the back of the rim. Second free throw up, no good as well. Rebound taken by Winston, 0-0, the other Winston. Winston stops now. She'll pivot, and she'll pass behind her. Number 24, that's Griffin, yep. M. Griffin.
The other Griffin, Mariah Griffin.
We got a stoppage of play. Looks like a call on Rome. Number 20.
Zariah Russell.
Yes.
That's Russell's first.
Offensive foul.
As you know from the first quarter or first period, if you were listening, Rome got into some foul trouble then, put the Lady Dogs in bonus. I would think that they're close to doing this as well. Looks like they've got 4 only. I thought we had more there, but.
There's Barrow. Barrow in traffic, puts it up and in. 44-8. Good play. Good play there by Barrow. She had 3 defenders on top of her and somehow found some openness to get something in there.
There you
Winston,
go. Work around her.
They almost had the 5. They'll take it, and she traveled. No call. Up and in. It goes in. Number 20, Russell, Zariah Russell. And it's now 46-8. Here comes Washington. Washington with an offensive charge, I think.
No, they're going to get a block, and I believe it's going to be on.
Yeah, it's going to be Zariah Russell again.
So that's going to send Chastity Washington to the free throw line.
Sam, that was
a hard. That was a hard block there. But that's what you've got to do underneath the basket. Take it hard to the glass, draw the foul. It's going to hurt sometimes, just like it did there with Washington falling hard to the floor. But it works. Most of the time, it's effective down low underneath like that.
First free throw from Washington is no good. It rings out.
In and out. Anna Kate Bussey checking into the game for the Lady Dogs. And Naomi Butch checking in to the game for Rome. Number 20, Iris Ortiz, had been in the game for Cedartown. We didn't get her name called when she checked in. She came out for Bussey as Washington gets ready to take her second free throw. That one's no good as well. Got a lane violation. She's going to get another one, Andrew.
She sure did. It just about didn't touch the rim, and if it hadn't touched the rim, it would have automatically gone to Rome anyway. By the way, Ortiz is a name we haven't called before. She's a new member of the team. So a do-over for shot number 2 is also no good, and Rome gets the rebound. And the pass was tipped but recovered, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Rome. It was last touched by Griffin. They're going to say it was tipped by Cedartown.
Yeah, I think Peyton Binion got a pinky on it as it went out of bounds.
And they bounce it in.
There you go. Tough inbound defense by the Lady Dogs.
Winston got the little underhand pass. Winston drives, and it's going to be stolen away, but they're going to call a travel first before on Winston. Great steal, though.
But, Andrew Carter, I think that's the first time all night that the Wolves have driven the lane, and all 3 girls that were there defensively moved to her. So I like what I see there.
Washington has it now, top of the key. Washington lost the handle. She danced, and it gets stolen away. Number 24, Griffin. Griffin takes it to the hoop. A foul called on Cedartown. I think they got Binion there. We'll check it. Oh, it's going to be on number 21.
That's Washington. That's her second. It's going to send a Rome Wolf to the free throw line. I'm trying to get a number there. It might be number 20, Zaria Russell. No, 24, I believe.
First free throw is good, 47-8.
Mariah Griffin.
A 39-point lead. Washington out, and Asia Ware back in. Rome will try their second one, and it's no good. Rebound will be taken by the Wolves. 33, Powell, no good. Rebound goes to Binion. Binion, pass was hot, but ahead, and Barclay got the handle, lost it, tipped away by Rome.
But that's almost what you have to do to try to beat that defense is just throw it down the floor and hope we can catch up to it before they do.
And it goes to Barclay. Barclay drives, and she draws the foul.
Yep, good aggressive move to the basket in the lane by Barclay. That's Mariah Griffin's first one, and that's going to send Haven Barclay to the free throw line. This will be just her first trip. She's got 2 points on the night, looking to add 2 more here as the Lady Dogs trail 46-8 with just over a minute to play.
First one rolls around a bit and goes in. It's now 47-9. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Rome, but a lane violation, I think, was called on Rome. So another chance for Haven Barclay. Try number 2 is up. It is good. So Cedartown gets the do-over. It's 47-10. Cedartown breaks into double digits. Clock winding down to a minute to play in the first half. They'll try 3 straight away. No good. And the rebound taken by Bussey. And now we got a foul called, I think, on Rome on the reach-in.
We're going to get number 32, Naomi Butts. That's just her first. Anna Kate Bussey aggressively going to the ball on the rebound. Draws the foul, but that's going to send Bussey to the free throw line. We must be in a 1-and-1 situation with just under a minute to play here in the second. So Bussey to the free throw line. No points on the game so far, but we'll see if we can change that with a free throw here.
First one's up. No good. Rebound taken by Rome. And got a foul called in the corner, I think. Unless it was lost out of bounds.
It was lost out of bounds.
That's out of my view.
Yeah, Lily Blanchard was going to save that one, and she wisely just let it go because it would have stayed with Rome anyways. Or no, excuse me, it went to Cedartown.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds, and Cedartown tried to pass it in. Knocked away by Rome. Anna Kate Bussey doing the chores. Goes in, but stolen away by Rome. It'll be Winston who lays it up, and it rolls in. 49-10.
Again, just another case of the Lady Dogs not working back to the pass and Rome getting in the middle of it and breaking it up.
Another stolen pass. Here they come. Layup is up, and it's in from number 5, Blanchard.
Yeah, that was not a case of the Lady Dogs not working back. That was just a really good athletic play by Blanchard.
They've broken the half-century mark here, 51-10. Underneath, Bussey, layup, no good. Good attempt. And the rebound is going to be taken. Binion knocks into somebody, and they're going to call her for a foul with 11 seconds to go.
I don't know if they got her for a foul. I think it might have she just knocked it out of bounds. Doesn't look like they got her on the foul.
Three-pointer try is good. It's going to be 54-10. And that's going to be it for the half.
Yeah, that's Mariah Griffin's second three-point shot of the night that lands home. And it puts the Lady Wolves of Rome up.
It should be 54-10. They put 53 up.
Well, and I'm keeping a makeshift book, so I'd have to go back and try to kind of count it up. But I will trust the good words of Andrew Carter. Whether or not it's 53 or whether or not it's 54, the Lady Dogs trail big here at halftime. We'll be back after a break. We'll talk a little bit about the first half action. You're listening to Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball right here on the home of the Bulldogs, AM 1340, 106.1 FM, and the NFHS network, as well as Facebook Live. It's the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Pete State Ford.
2076 Rockhorn Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Cedartown Automotive is your one stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. Your score at the half. Rome with a big first half, 54-10 over the Lady Bulldogs. Rome is, as we mentioned before, Rome girls are one of the top girls basketball teams in the state, and they are really showing why they are. Cedartown, of course, coming off of a really a tough year last year. They didn't make the playoffs last year, and a lot of injuries and all kinds of stuff too. So we got a new book.
I'm like a kid at Christmas.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach Privet, for that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I tell you what, he coached a heck of a JV game.
He sure did.
We kind of hit on it a little bit earlier, but they won by 1 point over the JV high school Rome Wolves. They played a really close game with them all throughout, and they were able to come away with a 1 point win. And good for him. We need that program to build and to work up so that we can start funneling some of those kids to the varsity team. And that's, I think, Andrew, that's one reason why you see, despite the fact that the Rome Lady Wolves are one of the best high school teams in the state, I think that's why you also see a 53-10 score here at halftime. We haven't really had a JV girls team in a couple of years, so anybody that would play JV is automatically, bumping up and playing with a bunch of juniors and seniors on the varsity level.
We have to think about how many of our starters were freshmen.
Yeah.
We had people like Haven Barclay, Marin Barrow, a few others too that aren't coming to mind right now. But this Lady Dogs team it's going to take it a while to build back. And honestly, Coach Wigley, I think, is certainly a great choice, I think, to lead this program. He took over this program after several years of a previous coach, and really kind of a surprise departure, I think, and he had to kind of take over the program maybe a week or so before the season started, and he has taken the reins of this program. He's got a good assistant coach this year in Casey McGee, who was a great basketball player here at Cedartown in her time and played a little bit collegiately as well. So,
and Jill Dempsey as well. Jill's one of his assistant coaches. In my many years of work down at First Baptist Church in their basketball program, Jill was a constant in that program. She was either a coach, she had some, she would have a kid playing, whether it was Grant or Taylor or Ashley. And she was one of those coaches and one of the people that I love because it didn't matter if it was her child's team or not. She would step in and she would do anything she could to help those kids and to really mentor those kids. So I think she's going to be another great addition. But I could not agree with you more, Andrew. I think Coach Wigley is absolutely the right person for the job to build this program back up and to lead it into the future. A lot of this stuff is just because they're young. It's not anything, that's crazy unfixable. It's just young mistakes. We're early in the season, of course. This is officially game one, I guess, although the girls did participate in a tournament, 2 weeks ago?
And I think you call that kind of a preseason tournament too.
Yeah, you do. And so, you're seeing typical game one type play and game one type mistakes.
Right.
The one thing that I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to mention again, the one thing that I love to see, though, is they have not given up any type of hustle, any type of fight, any type of determination. They're continuing to stick with these girls that are just outplaying them. And athletically, some of them are just they're quicker than us. They're taller than us. They're just a step ahead of us, and we're sticking right there with them as much as we can. So kudos to the entire team, especially, those leaders on the team coming back from last year in Marion Barrow, Peyton Binion, Asia Ware, Haven Barclay, Anna Kate Bussey. Those are names that we called a lot last year. Those are names that we're going to call a lot this year. I'm not sure of the years on those girls. I know that Marion Barrow's not a senior yet. I don't believe Asia Ware's a senior yet. So you're going to see those girls next year as well. So really, really good job so far, even though the score doesn't reflect it, by this Lady Dawgs basketball program.
Well, don't forget we've got the boys' game coming up after this. This will be their first game, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. According to the schedule that we had, they didn't have any type of pregame tournament play or anything like that, as far as I know.
And also, to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up on the schedule for this week, because the football team is still playing, and that's a great problem to have. The Friday game, if you have a schedule, the Friday game has been moved to Thursday. Cedartown hosting Heard County here at Cedartown. A lot going on that night. We've got the Christmas parade, the coaches show. I think there's a couple of signings that are happening at the same time. So it's going to be a busy night, but you can come on out here to watch. We will not be able to broadcast those games due to obligations we have with the coaches show for football. And I might add, a huge football game Friday night right here at Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Harris Field.
Just a small one. A small one.
I mentioned it today on the radio. I said this is the biggest football game at Cedartown High School since the 2001 state championship game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bar none. And we need to have that many people to pack the dock.
We do. Final Four against the North Oconee Titans. As you said, we've got Heard County at home here Thursday. The big Final Four game on Friday. Then we'll be on the road Saturday. Lady Dawgs and Bulldogs will be back in action on Saturday afternoon. They'll be taking on
Cartersville.
Yeah, we'll go to Storm Country and try to avoid a hurricane up in Cartersville, Georgia. So make the drive up there. It's not that far of a drive. It's an easy place to get to. Cartersville has a beautiful facility up there. I love broadcasting from up there.
Hopefully it's just a tropical depression.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you can always go find you a good place to eat after the game. That's one of the things that I love about road games with my buddy Andrews. We're always going to find somewhere good to eat. But a lot happening this week, like you said, for sports. I mean, basketball, football, coaches show, the Christmas parade, a lot to do in Cedartown. We're coming up on just at a minute to go here in the half, so we'll take a quick break before we come back for second half action. Your score 53-10 from the Doghouse. Lady Dawgs trail the Rome Wolves. We'll be right back here on the Big Double A.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
We're about to kick off the second half. The Lady Bulldogs trail 53-10. We got the score corrected. I think we got one extra point somewhere. And the third quarter about to begin. 8 minutes on the clock. Cedartown, I believe, will have the opening possession.
We do, and we have basically your same starting five on the floor to start this second half. Anna Kate Bussey, Haven Barclay, Marion Barrow, Chastity Washington, pass. Asia Ware.
Jumper's up, no good. Rebound taken by Barclay, and another, again, that man coverage, but I think that time they got Rome on a foul.
We got a jump ball, actually, is the call. But Bowers, pretty aggressive going after that loose ball.
They're doing the same press they did with us in the first quarter, which got them to their huge lead. And it goes quickly to Williamson. Williamson passes left corner. Three-pointer try, no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Rome. Deflected away, Winston. Now to the right side, jumper. Blocked there by Washington, but another putback is no good. Cedartown got the rebound. Asia Ware. Ware trying to get past half court, knocks it out of bounds off of Rome. Cedartown will keep possession.
Yeah, Winston was right there to meet Asia right around the half court line, was able to knock it out of bounds. But, of course, it'll stay with Cedartown. We get it into Barclay.
Barclay got around a pick, and it's going to be stolen.
Good pick there by Marin Barrow.
Rome takes it. By the way, we also should mention, too, that they only put 6 minutes on the clock to start this period, so 5:18 to play now. Right side, fakes the three, now goes under for the two, up and no good. Put back is up and no good. Another put back from Rome, no good. This time, Marin Barrow got the rebound. Pass ahead, tipped, but recovered by Barclay. Inside 5 to play, third quarter. Barclay had it ripped away, still loose, and Binion, no, that was Bussey that got it back, and they're going to call a foul on.
That's going to be Maccabee.
Yeah.
And according to my calculations, that's her fourth one. That might earn her a little bit of time on the bench, but it doesn't appear so. They don't have anybody checking in. Typically, of course, once you pick up number 4, you get a little seat time.
Barrow looking. Sends it to the other side. That's probably going to be out of bounds, and it will be.
Yep. Too strong. Nope. They're going to say it was tipped away before it went out of bounds.
Is that right?
He pointed this way, or is he just saying that okay. Now the other official's conferring. At first it looked like it was going to be back with Cedartown, but now we've got a correction. It will be Rome basketball with just under 5 minutes to play.
Top of the key is number 10, Bowers. Bowers dribbles around, goes underneath, lays it up and in. Beautiful shot by Bowers, 55-10. Here comes Haven Barclay. Barclay almost stolen away. Last touched by Cedartown.
Yeah, it was knocked away by Winston, and Washington, I think, made a last-ditch effort to save it, but it went out of bounds, so it's going to be Rome basketball. They're going to get it right here at the end of the Cedartown bench, and they inbound to Bowers.
And Bowers will bring it past half court. Goes to the right, passes underneath, wide open, backwards layup, no good. It's out of bounds. Last touched, I didn't see what the signal was. Looks like it's going to be Rome basketball. Rome. No, Cedartown. Rome thought it was theirs, or at least
Bowers did. Yep.
Yeah.
But it'll go the Lady Dogs. Haven Barclay brings it down the court. Here come the Lady Dogs.
Barclay lost the handle for a moment, still on the ground. Foul called. Number 13.
I've got number 5 for her. Of course, my calculations are not official or close. Oh, but it looks like I got that one right.
You did.
There's the buzzer. Notch up a win for Sam in game 1 on the record keeping. It doesn't happen often.
Not
folks.
bad considering you kept score on a spare sheet of paper
That's
instead
right.
of a scorebook.
Gooch checks in.
Binion goes into Washington. Washington got a shot up, no good, and a rebound.
Yep.
And a foul called.
And as quickly as Gooch checks in, she picks up her second personal. She came in to relieve Maccabee, who fouled out. So that's going to send Washington to the free throw line. This is going to be her second trip of the night. Lady Dogs looking for their first points in this second half. The shot is up and no good.
Yep, off to the left. 4:02 to play. And the second shot coming for Chastity Washington. Number 2 up. A one-handed throw is no good, and the rebound taken by Rome. They go down. They're 4-on-5. Doesn't matter, though. They go back outside, now top of the key. Now to the left end, now to the corner, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Cedartown will get the ball back on a turnover.
Did you see a signal to the officials table, or was it just out of bounds?
I think it was just out of bounds. Okay. It was beyond my vision here.
Yeah, we've got a blind spot here from where we're stationed. We can't see right in front of the
It's always
table.
been like that, where we've been. Here's Barclay. Barclay will try a long 2. Out of bounds, last touched by, I believe, Barrow. Yes, it'll be Rome basketball. 3:34 to play here in the third.
I'm going to continue to campaign for a score or an announcer's table on the floor with one of those really fancy WGAA Cedartown signs.
I love it.
If anybody out there in Radio Land is listening, that's on my Christmas list.
Pass was tipped and stolen away. Ahead they go, Barclay. Barclay got a hand on it. Now she's got the pass. It's tipped away, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Washington.
Yeah, they're going to get Washington on that one. Bowers was going to drive down the floor, and Chastity just kind of put her body in front of her and might have smacked her on the way through. So that'll be her third with just over 3 minutes to play here in the third period. Lady Dogs trail by 45.
Bowers went underneath. Jumper is good. I believe that was Winston?
Yeah, that was Winston. She's been on fire all night. I'll have to go back and tally up her points so far. But, man, she has been clutch on the offensive side of things for Rome.
Barkley to Binion. Binion tried to go underneath to Washington, and it's going to be Cedartown ball. I think they said it was tipped out by Rome.
Yep. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs, so we'll get it right underneath their own goal.
And Binion looking for somebody open. The man
Gotta
coverage,
move.
and they get it into Asia Ware at the top of the key. Ware goes to Binion again. Binion feeds, and it's going to be stolen. Those little flare passes aren't working.
Yeah, the floater's just not enough.
59-0, or 59-10 rather, as the shot was good and one.
Yep, Griffin went down, was able to lay it up. She'll go to the free throw line, try to make it a three-point play. I believe that foul would have been on Haven Barclay. That's only her second. Really nobody in foul trouble for the Lady Dogs.
Only 5 team fouls combined for both teams in this third period.
Which is a good sign for, I guess, Rome, as they were foul crazy there in the first, and the and one from Griffin is good. So it's now 60-10 with right at 2.5 to play here in the third period.
Peyton Binion does a 360 spin trying to shave off that defender, and she lost it out of bounds back to Rome right in front of the Cedartown bench in front of Coach Wigley. And it goes to Bowers.
I tell you, Bowers is the smallest player on the floor by far, but she's able to use that to her advantage, as she's hard to keep up with. She starts weaving and zigging and zagging, or zagging and zigging, as Joe McClendon would say. We got a timeout on the floor. 2:03 left to play here in the third period. We'll take it with them. Your score, 60-10, Lady Dogs trail. You're listening to the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Back here with 2:02 to play. Clock running as Rome has the inbounds pass. They go underneath. A quick layup is no good. Rebound goes to Washington. Washington is really fast, and she'll take it and lay it up and no good. If she can just get her timing on that basket, but she gets the rebound again. Washington tried to go to Barrow, and it's going to be stolen. Now they go wide open all by herself underneath. It's up and in. Number 4, that's Williamson. And we got a timeout called by Cedartown, a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. The score is 62-10, Rome on top. Back after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Haven Barclay has it in the middle of the floor. Time taken away here in the third. Haven drives it, takes it all the way, lays it up, and no good. It rolls out. That one lost out of bounds. I think it's going to be Cedartown ball. Yes, it is.
Good hustle there by Barclay. She had it knocked away. She was able to get it back for herself. Drives to the basket.
Binion gets it into Washington. Washington in the paint, puts it up. No good, rolls out. Just bad luck right there.
She has been all over the basket, and Winston's going to take it down and lay it in off the glass like she's been doing all night, Andrew.
And she sure did. My goodness. 64-10 now the score. We lost picture. We'll try to get it back here in a moment. That's up and in.
That was Bowers.
66 to 10.
And they're still full court pressing with a 56-point lead as we approach the fourth. Oh, they're going to get Asia Ware, yep.
They sure did. Got her for a travel.
She picked up her dribble. She had to get rid of it, and she shuffled her feet just enough to get called. So the turnover comes with right at 43 seconds to play. Inbounds pass goes to Bowers, and here come the Rome Wolves.
Bowers, 38 seconds to go here in the third. The pass now goes to Williamson. Williamson. Goes around. That's Griffin now who's got it. Griffin goes underneath. Fadeaway jumper is going to roll in there, and it's good.
Man, how did we not get called for a foul?
I don't know. I think they're just letting them play right now. Here comes Haven Barclay. 15 seconds. Barclay, quick drive, and she gets taken away, and now Bowers will take it and lay up, and it's a beaut. 70-10.
What an athletic play by the young lady for the Rome Wolves, and that's going to close out the third period here at CHS. The Lady Dogs trail big as we go to the fourth. Your score is 70-10. Lady Dogs trail the Rome Wolves. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball right here on the home of the Bulldogs, the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown will have possession to start the fourth quarter. 6 minutes on the clock. It goes into Barclay. Rome has their second team in there right now. The layup is no good from Barrow. Barrow thought she might have been fouled, but no call. They'll take it down there, and it's going to be stolen away by Cedartown. Here's Washington. Washington got pushed, and they're going to call a foul that time.
Wow.
Are they not?
No foul call.
Oh, my.
Number 24, Griffin, just threw her body into Washington as they came across the timeline. Forced Washington to step on the line, go out of bounds. So it's a turnover on what should have been a foul.
Oh, it should have been.
Coach Wigley pleading his case.
Why wouldn't you call
to
that
no
foul?
avail?
Why wouldn't you call
I don't know. I mean, I understand at this point you're probably going to let them play a little bit, but you can't let them play that much.
Here comes Barclay. They had a shot that was no good, and then there's a block and taken away by Rome, but right back to Cedartown on another takeaway. Barclay stops. Jumper, no good. She was wide open. Now Barrow will be called for a jump. No, it's going to be a foul on 00 Winston.
That's Winston's first. And we've got some wholesale substitutions coming in for the Lady Dogs. I'll try to get them as best as I can as they come in. We've got a new 5 coming in. So your starting 5 are now on the bench. We've got number 14, Charlie Todd checking in. Number 20, Iris Ortiz checking in. Number 23, Bella Wills checking in. We should have number 22, that's correct, Bella Howe checking in. So a lot of new faces on the court right now for the Lady Dogs.
Bella Howe has the top of the key, goes left side. 23 is Belle Willis. Or Wills, rather. There's a three-pointer try.
Oh, God, that looked good.
10. Shayna Chavez almost got the three, and it goes out of bounds.
Man, that was a good-looking shot coming from Chavez at the top of the key. She wanted to get in on the action early.
Inbounds pass goes into 22. That's Howe up and no good. Rebound taken by Howe, and now we're going to have a foul called. I think they're going to call it on Cedartown on a reach-in. It will be on 14, Charlie Todd.
Good news is that's our first. You got 4 more, Charlie. Use them up, darling.
Tell you what, these I guess what would be your JV if you fielded a JV team, playing very well coming off the bench.
Yes, they were.
Rome to the corner. Driving around, shot clock to 20. Double zero Winston, blocked and loose. And now a foul called on Cedartown. They're going to call that a shooting penalty. I thought that was a pass.
All right, so number 1, Andrew, that's Charlie Todd's second. Number 2, if that was a shooting foul, I'm 6'3" and 110 pounds.
And Sam's about half that.
And double that.
Up and good off the glass, 71-10. As number 33 for Rome makes that shot.
That's Asia Powell. That's her first basket here in the game.
Second one is also good, 72-10, and bounced up and went in. Unless they waved it off. I think they did wave it off. They waved it off because it hit the scaffolding after it bounced up. So it's 71-10 and a turnover. Rome takes it away. They'll take it, lay it up. No good. Rebound by Charlie Todd.
I like her aggressiveness, Andrew.
I do too. 22, that's Belle Howe, or rather 23, Belle Willis, or Wills, to Chavez. Now back to travel called by Bella Howe. Oh, man.
Bella Howe said, I got the ball, coach. What do I do? What do I do? Well, honey, if you want to take 3 steps, you got to put it on the floor.
You do.
You got to put it on the floor. But I tell you what, I like what I see, though, out of this second string,
These
Andrew.
young girls are playing great.
Man, I like
despite the score. There's a three-pointer try, in and out, no good. Rebound by Rome underneath. And double team, another block out of bounds. Cedartown will force an inbounds pass from Rome.
And Charlie Todd is a tall girl. She's probably around the same height as Maren Barrow, if not maybe in just a slight bit taller. That might be the bun that she's got her hair in that makes her look a little bit taller. But she is controlling that middle of the floor defensively really well for the Lady Dogs.
And a rebound by Cedartown, 23, Belle Wills. And a foul called on Rome, I do believe.
Yeah, they're going to get 30. He was showing 33 or 32, but I think he meant 33. But then again, there's also a 23, or no, that's a 20. So, yeah, it's got to be number 33, Powell. That's her first. And Cedartown will get it right in front of the scorers table. They've got some substitutions coming in now for Rome. Number 32, Naomi Butts will check back in. And number 20, Zaria Russell will come out of the game.
Todd goes inbounds to Wills. Wills to Howe. Howe fakes the pass. Now she'll lob it. Got it to Todd. Todd with her height got that one back. They go back out again to Howe. And Howe top of the key with 3:35 to play.
Good move to get it back out and let them reset. I like it.
Wills goes to number 10. That's Chavez, and a jump ball called. Possession, I think, will go to Rome.
Yeah, Powell got in there and tied it up with Chavez. But it is going to be Rome ball. They'll get it right here at the end of the Cedartown bench with right at 3.5 to play here in the game.
In they go. 24 has it. Griffin goes all the way around and puts it up and in to make it 73-10. And bounce pass goes into Wills.
That's Griffin's first points of the second half. She was busy in the first half, but relatively quiet here in the second half, and there's a steal by the Wolves.
Yep, that's Blanchard. Blanchard up, and it's good. 75-10 with 3 minutes to play.
That's only Blanchard's second basket of the game. She hadn't got a lot of playing time, and if she's a young freshman or sophomore for this Rome team, she is going to have a bright future. Already showing a lot of athleticism for the Wolves.
Bella Wills back outside. Wills goes now to Howe. Howe top of the key. Hal tries to get around. Now she'll stop. She's got to pass it. They try to go to Chavez, tipped away and stolen by number 33. That's Powell. Powell lost the handle, goes out of bounds. Cedartown basketball.
Well, Hal came down, and when she was keeping up step for step with Powell, she knocked it away from her. And when Powell went to recover, she couldn't handle the loose ball, and that results in the turnover. So good hustle by Bella Howell on that.
And it goes inbounds to the aforementioned Belle Willis. Howell getting in. There's Chavez for the three. Off the glass, no good. Good shot. Rebound taken by Cedartown in the paint. Got it to Charlie Todd. Todd got slapped in the face. Up and no good. Rebound taken by Rome's number 5. That's Blanchard. Blanchard will take it. In the paint, lay it up. It is no good. Rebound taken by Rome. It goes out of bounds, I think, last touched by us.
And, man, that shot was contested by Shayna Chavez. She got down there and got a hand up in front of the Rome shooter's face. She was able to disrupt it. Chance for a turnover here if we can get it away.
They get it in, number 20. That's Russell, and it's up and in. 77-10.
Russell had a little 3-foot jumper from right in the middle of the lane. Lady Dogs couldn't rotate a body over, cause any problems.
It's Chavez now on the right side. Lobs a pass, tipped away. Chavez will get it back. It was touched by Rome, so she can reset on the other side of the timeline.
That's one of those things that the young Chavez will understand. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Shot
Not at the top of the
14,
key.
Now 13. Here is Belle Howell. Howell, 7, 6 on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3. Better hurry. 1,
Nope.
And we're not going to get the shot clock off. That's the first time tonight the buzzer is sounded on the shot clock.
Well, and you can tell they just weren't aware of the time on the shot clock.
This is something completely new.
Completely
for high
new.
school sports in Georgia.
And for a young squad that's out there on the floor for the Dogs right now in this young 5, they just weren't aware of it. I'm okay with it, though. I'm okay with that.
Blanchard, top of the key as time continues to tick. She'll take it in, put up the shot. It's no good, a foul called.
Yeah, they're going to get Charlie Todd on that one. That's her 3rd. I'm starting to think she might have heard what I said, and she's taking it to heart. I told her she had 4 more. Well, she's committed 2 since then, but that's going to send Blanchard to the free throw line.
Varsity boys team about to hit the floor here in a few seconds. First free throw is no good. They'll warm up. We'll have that game for you here on the Big AA.
They're waiting in the wings just to the right of us, chomping at the bit.
About 15 minutes after we end things with a girls matchup.
Andrew and I are probably going to take a popcorn break in the meantime. Maybe even a nacho break. You never know.
Second one's up and good, 78-10. Goes inbounds to number 23, Bella Wills, and the pass is going to be lost out of bounds. Will be Rome ball. The clock has not stopped. It didn't stop here officially. It did on our screen because I'm controlling the clock on the screen. So the buzzer may sound before the clock runs out on your screen. There's a jumper up, no good. Rebound, no good again.
We got away with another one.
Sure did.
Charlie Todd would have picked up number 4.
Ball loose, picked up by Cedartown. Chavez, loose ball again, and now we got a whistle. Jump ball called.
They stopped it there.
Yeah.
So officially, on the scoreboard, we've got 16.3 left to play here in the game. They did stop it for the jump ball as Cedartown gets ready to inbound.
And it goes in, number 23, Bella Wills. Wills, top of the key. Let's get a basket here, folks. 23, now Chavez, 6 seconds left, 5 seconds left.
Shoot the 3.
Shoot it.
Shoot the 3. It's a moonshot.
She'll put it, and it's going to be final score. That's it, 78-10. Cedartown Lady Dogs fall in their first game at home against the very powerful and very good Rome Wolves. 78-10 is the final, and we will wrap things up after this short break here on the Big AA. Your final score, Rome 78, Cedartown 10 in the girls matchup.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back to the Doghouse final score. Rome wins at 78-10 over the Lady Bulldogs in this first official game of the season. And then Sam Branch has your final stats.
Yeah, so looking at the visiting and successful Rome Wolves, their leading scorer was, Maya Winston, who finished the night with 21 points. Bowers finished the night with 12, and then you've got a sprinkle of other Rome Wolves. But looking at things on the Cedartown side, very much what you expect as your leading scorer as you hear the crowd react to the varsity boys taking to the floor. Marion Barrow finished the night with 7 points. Asia Ware finished the night with 5 points. Haven Barclay with 4, and Peyton Binion with 3. Lady Dogs were held scoreless in the second half of the game. But I tell you, Andrew, a couple of things that you can build off of, though, and a couple of positive notes that I'm taking away from this game is, number one, the tenacity of our girls all the way throughout the game. They were down at one point. Our starters were down, 50 points, and they did not let up one single bit. The hustle was there. The drive was there. The desire to compete and win was there, and you're getting beat by 50.
I want you to think, too, about this. Think if you're a fan of a team that's struggling and how frustrated you feel as a fan. Think about how frustrating it can be for the players themselves. But they don't give up. They don't give in. They don't take away any kind of intensity, like you said, Sam. And this Lady Bulldogs team knows that they came up against a juggernaut tonight in the Rome Lady Wolves.
They did. And another side note, or another takeaway from the game is how well that second string did. They competed, and they stayed right with those girls. They only played about, 5 minutes, 4 minutes out of the entire game. However, they were right there with them, and they played very well for themselves. So a good look for this girls' team. It can only go up from here.
Yeah.
But it's only going to go up from here. This Rome Lady Wolves team, they were a good squad. They proved why they're one of the best in the state tonight. But the Lady Dogs also proved something, and even though the score doesn't reflect it, this Lady Dogs team competed very well, and I'm proud of them. And I think it's going to be a good year for our Lady Dogs, a good building year. We're going to get some wins, Andrew Carter. We're not going to probably compete for the number 1, number 2 spots in the region. We've got a very tough basketball region, a lot tougher than what our football region has been. We really separate ourselves there. But we're going to see some tough teams, but I guarantee you that these girls are going to come away with some wins, and they're probably going to come away with some good quality wins and maybe even a couple that might shock you.
Well, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we'll have the start of the boys' game. The final score of the girls' varsity matchup, Rome Lady Wolves 78 and the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 10. Stay with us. We'll start a new video for the boys' basketball game on the radio. We'll be back with you for the boys' action coming up here on the Big AA, 1340 and 106.1 FM, NFHS Network, and Facebook Live.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big AA.